Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to all of you. Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to my class BAY 4413, which is for energy efficiency subject. Alright, let me introduce myself. My name is Madam Kamila binti Jaafar from Faculty of Engineering Technology. Okay class, before we go to details for first chapter, let's we discuss a little bit on the assessment of these subjects. So these subjects is contribute divide by two, which is the first one is the coursework. You contribute 60% and another 40% come from your final exam. Okay, for coursework, I have one assignment in a group assignment. Then we have 5 labs that contribute 30%, 10% for the midterm test, and another 10% is for your lab test. Okay, now we go to the first chapter, which is we go to the some of the introductions to the energy efficiency. Okay, at the end of this class, I hope that all of you able to relate what is the energy efficiency, and you can relate the importance of energy efficiency, and you know the legal that relate to the energy efficiency in Malaysia. Okay. From this diagram, you can see that rapid increase of anthropogenic greenhouse gases in our world. Okay, from this diagram, you can see that in 2000, the greenhouse gas in our atmosphere is around 370 parts per million. So this will affect to our world temperature. Okay, what is the greenhouse gas actually? The greenhouse gas is a gas that contributes to the greenhouse effect by absorbing infrared radiation. So you can see that the GHG is like a carbon dioxide, the chlorofluorocarbons, nitrous oxide, and so on. So this if we are not trying to slow down the greenhouse gas emissions, the CO2 concentration will likely be more than 700 ppm by 2100, and of course our global average temperature will be increased and keep increase and projected to increase between 1.4 to 5.8 Celsius. Okay, now when we talk about the greenhouse gas, of course it will become to be the greenhouse effect. So this greenhouse effect, actually the exchange of incoming and outgoing radiation that warms the earth, is often referred to as the greenhouse effect, because of a greenhouse work in much at the same way. Okay, so I can say that the greenhouse effect is the way which heat is trapped close to the surface of the earth by the greenhouse gases. Alright class, now the greenhouse effect combined with the increasing level of greenhouse gas in our atmosphere, and the resulting is the global warming. So is it global warming is good or not for us? So what is the global warming actually? We are always talking about the global warming, and the global warming. What is global warming? Global warming is the phenomenon of climate change whereby the average temperature of the lower Earth atmosphere are recorded to steadily increase by a few degrees in recent decades. So, and because of this global warming, it will give many impact to our environment. You can see potential climate change impacts. The first one, the sea level will rise, the temperature will be increased. It will affect our health, agriculture, water resources, species, and the natural areas. Okay, so why this global warming can be happen? Is it come from us humans, or it's not from us? So the cause of global warming, the first one is caused by the use of fossil fuels and industrial or agriculture process. Basically it can be divided into category. The first one may be the electricity and heat, manufacturing and construction, transportation, fuel combustion, fugitive emission, industrial process, agriculture, land use change, waste, and international bunkers. Okay, the highest contributor to GHG greenhouse gas emission is transportation as well as electricity and heat. So who using the electricity and heat? Who use the transportation? So we are the most that contribute to the GHG emission. Alright guys, what can happen if you don't reduce the CO2 emissions? Okay, as I said, if you still remember my slide before, okay, the temperature will get warmer, the glacier will melt, ice sheets in Arctic will melt, sea levels will rise, more drought in dry areas and more rain in snow in the wet areas, and more violent weather around the world. So this is some of the effect, global warming effect. I believe that all of you have seen this picture before. This is the melting sea ice at the North Pole. You can see how this polar bear want to survive. Next, the melting sea ice in the Alaska, the rise in sea level worldwide. Alright, and okay, before I forgot, in one research it said that if the greenhouse gases rising keep rise, by 2050, sea levels are predicted to rise between 1 and 2.3 feet as glaciers melt. Okay, next effect of the global warming is the molecular storm, and the last one is the health. Of course, I said before, it will affect to our health. So it's very clear that all this global warming is come from the human that caused most of the past centuries warming by releasing heat, trapping gases as we power our modern life. So again, is it this global warming will affect us? The answer is of course yes. Okay, this is one of the article that I found that from the Sun, Friday 9th January 2004. It says that global warming will kill quarter of life by 2050. Are you ready to be killed by 2050? Yes or not? If not, why? What should we do? That's why we need to learn about the energy efficiency. Okay class, what is energy efficiency? Energy efficiency is getting similar or better level of service with less energy consumption. Then when we use the less energy consumption, we can paying less for electricity to get the same amount of amenities required. Okay, why must the energy efficiency? Because of, as I said before, the electricity rate always increase. When electricity rate always increase, that means that we will burn more fossil fuels. Okay, the second one, we can save fund can be used for other beneficial areas. Then we have to save our fossil fuels because of our fossil fuels are depleting resources, escalate in price, they are exhausted. Next, energy efficiency can be to conserve the environment. The only one we will leave to our future generation. Fossil fuel combustions, again, it will produce greenhouse gases like CO2, SO2, NO2 that can cause acid rain and the global warming. Another reason why we need energy efficiency is to improve the foreign reserve of our country, which is we can reduce import of generating plants, export unused indigenous fuel to earn foreign exchange, and the last one, we can save money on the energy not wasted. Why we have to waste our energy? When we waste our energy, of course at the end we will waste our money. So to save our money, reduce electricity means lower cost for users, improve costing, and reduce demand growth mean less capital investment needs for a new electrical infrastructure. Okay, class. So, as a motivation to all of us, to the netizens, we have a lot of national interest and national policies in Malaysia. So one of the policy is the National Green Technology Policy. So this green technology policy is the development and application of products, equipments, and maybe a system that used to conserve the natural environment and resources, which minimize and reduce the negative impact of the human activities. So, if you are plan to do a product, equipment or system, you must satisfy any one of the following general criteria. The first one, maybe your product can minimize degradation to the environment, or the product has zero or low greenhouse gas GHG emission. It can save for use and promotes healthy and improved environment for all forms of life, conserve the use of energy and natural resources, and promotes the use of renewable resources. Okay. The revolution of green technology in Malaysia is developing after the establishment of the Ministry of Energy, Green Technology and Water, or we call it as KETA. In Malay, we call it as Kementerian Tenaga Teknologi Hijau dan Air. In 9 April 2009, with a vision to be the industry leader in the sustainable development of energy, the national water and green technology product and services. So since then, the Malaysia government has expedited efforts to plan and align policies to promote green technology as the government agenda to lead a new initiative addressing global issue on environment pollution, ozone depleting, and also the global warming. Then, Malaysia has taken the initial step to embrace green technology through the National Green Technology Policy, or NGTP, which was launched by our Prime Minister on that time, on 24th of July 2009. So, for NGTP, it focused on 4 pillars, namely as energy, environment, economy, and social. So, this NGTP, or National Green Technology Policy, has identified GT as a key driver to accelerate the national economy and promote the sustainable development. Okay, and on 1st January 2010, Malaysia Green Technology Corporation is being developed, which this Malaysia Green Technology Corporation is responsible to implement and execute national green technology initiatives and program. Okay, this is under the National Green Program, the certification, the regulation, and the standard. Okay, so under green we have energy, waste and water, building, and transportation. So for energy efficiency, the certification is under the Sustainable Energy Manager. The regulation is under the Registered Electrical Energy Manager, and it use the standard of MSI ISO 50001. So regulation for the waste and water is Environment Quality Act, EQA. So for the building, we have also the certification under the GBI, Green Building Index. The regulation is under Uniform Building Bylaw, UBBL, and using the MS 525 standard. And last one, the regulation for transportation is Environment Quality Act, EQA. Alright. The Ministry of Energy, Green Technology and Water, KETA, is divided by 3 divisions. The first one is Energy Division, which is some of the policies under this division. We have the National Energy Policies, which address issues of energy production, distribution, and consumption. The next act is the Energy Commission Act 2001. The next one is the Electricity Supply Act 1990, the Renewable Energy Act 2011, and the Sustainable Energy Development Authority Act 2011. So for the second divisions under the KETA is the Green Technology Division. The Green Technology Division is the development and application of products, equipment and system used to conserve the natural environment and resources, which minimize and reduce the negative impact of the human activities. And the last division is the Water Division. Now, we go to the Energy Commission. Alright, what is the Energy Commission? Okay, Commission, in Malay we call it as the Suruhanjaya Tenaga, or ST. Have you heard before? Okay, this EC is established under the Energy Commission Act 2001. The EC is the regulatory agency for electricity supply and pipe gas supply industry in Peninsular Malaysia and Sabah. So, this EC fully operational on 1st of January 2002, which the EC took over the role of the Department of Electricity and Gas Supply, which was dissolved on the same date. So, this EC was driven by the governments that aim to enhance supply security, improve efficiency and quality in the utility services, and also this EC trying to increase the private sector's participations in infrastructure development. So you can see from here the responsibility by the EC Energy Commission Act 2001, the major acts and regulations is the first one, it can be the Electricity Supply Act 1990 as amended in 2050. Then we have a Gas Supply Act 1993, Electricity Regulation 1994 as amended in 2040. Then we have a License Supply Regulation 1990. The next one is the Electricity Supply Compounding of Offence Regulation 2001. Next is Efficient Management of Electrical Energy Regulation 2008. For this one, this EMIR, this regulation, we will go to details in our next class. Then we have a Gas Supply Regulation 1997, and also the Gas Supply Compoundable Offence Order 2006. Okay, beside that, all those things, there are some roles and responsibilities identified by EC, which is this EC, the Energy Commissions are responsible for the economic regulation, tariff, technical regulation, consumer protection, and also the safety regulation. Okay, as I said before, EC are responsible to economic regulation, technical regulation, and the safety regulation. So for the economic regulation, this EC is responsible to promote economy in the generation, transmission, distribution, supply, and use of electricity, and in the reticulation and use of gas, promote competition, enable fair and efficient market conduct, and prevent the misuse of monopoly of market power in electricity and pipe gas industry. For technical regulation, this EC try to ensure the security, reliability, efficiency, and quality of supply and services in the electricity and pipe gas supply industry. And the last one, for the safety regulation, this Energy Commission roles trying to protect the industry, consumer and public from dangers arising from the generation, transmission, distribution, supply and use of electricity, and the distribution, supply and use of pipe gas. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you guys. By the way, I'd like to remind all of you, don't forget to record your attendance in the ULearn, and also I've already attached one of the video for you to know, to more understand about the global warming and also the greenhouse effect. Okay, see you guys in the next class. Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.